The women who came forward wanted nothing more than to provide service to their community. They are our colleagues, our friends, fellow police officers, some of whom set the path that I have walked, and we failed them because they're women. These employees experience clearly unacceptable, often appalling, and sometimes violent behavior because of their gender or because simply they identified as members of the LGBTQ and two-spirited community in a place that ought to have been safe and healthy, their workplace. This behavior was in violation of our code of conduct and not what we are as an organization. The report by Justice Bastarache was difficult to read. I continued to have a number of emotions, feeling ashamed, frustrated, saddened, and angry. I am angry for these women and their families experience what they had to experience. I'm also grateful for their courage they showed in coming forward. La lecture de rapport du juge Bastarache a été pénible. Je demeure sous le coup d'émotions multiples, honte, frustration, tristesse et furieuse. Je suis furieuse à l'idée de ce que ces femmes ont subi. Je suis également reconnaissante devant le courage déployé en livrant leur témoignage. While their stories are very hard to hear, acknowledging and understanding these experiences and how they were allowed to happen is critical to the process of change. To all the women who experience this type of behavior in the RCMP, I am so very sorry. Pour toutes les femmes qui ont fait face à ce genre de comportement à la GRC, je suis profondément désolée.
I am terribly sorry.
Harassment of any kind is unacceptable and it's against our code of conduct. I know we mean it when we say it, but the facts are, despite all the reports, recommendations, and changes over the last 3 decades, this behavior continues to surface. It must be stopped. It will not be tolerated. There is absolutely no room for sexual assault, harassment, discrimination, bullying, sexism, racism, homophobia, or transphobia in the RCMP. I will say this again. There is absolutely no room for sexual assault, harassment, discrimination, bullying, sexism, racism, homophobia, or transphobia in the RCMP. With the support of my management team, I am committed to meaningful change so that I make this organization better than when I joined. Les agressions sexuelles, le harcèlement,
sexual assault, harassment, discrimination, bullying, sexism, racism, homophobia, and transphobia have no place in the RCMP. With the support of my team, my management team, I am determined to bring change, to make the organization better than it was when I arrived.
Commissioner with a very clear mandate to modernize and reform the culture and management practices of the RCMP. In just over 2 years, we have made progress. My senior executive team is a daily example. What was once a male-dominated team now has gender parity and expert civilians in key corporate roles. We are working very closely with our Management Advisory Board on modernizing the RCMP. These changes have fundamentally impacted how we discuss issues at our table and arrive at solutions in the RCMP. I have implemented a comprehensive modernization strategy, our Vision 150, which sets the path towards a healthy and inclusive RCMP. Vision 150 aligns with the key themes identified in this report: harassment and cultural change, systemic barriers, how we recruit and onboard new members, and training and leadership.